This is the story. Today we're telling the story of how Kabechazzaar was first formed. Well, back to it. As I said, it was only me, alone on a artificial island, deported from my old city of Heimer. Thought nothing would ever happen again. No opportunity to rise ranks, to form a nation, to do anything, because I was alone. Nobody followed me. No, I thought everybody had betrayed me, but then came in a man named Entity. He saved my ideas. He was the first Kabechazzaar citizen. At the time me and Entity had expanded the island. We called it Nomadic Village. We had just gotten the town clan built. Made, yeah. Town clan made. And the city really doesn't have that many screenshots of at the start. So that's one. So I'm just gonna keep this image here while I'm talking about Nomadic Village. So we settled, and Entity had brought in his friend Plague Eagle. Surprisingly, was also an old citizen of Heimer. And we expanded the city, and then about a few days after, a week after, Entity had the idea: what if we retook Heimer, and not through any political elections, get reelected as the main leader of Heimer again, but something more of taking it by force, getting the people to become loyal again to me. So he showed a old church north of Heimer that he tried to build for Heimer quite a while ago, and surprisingly, we were allowed to set up a town claim. So Entity set up a town claim here on this old church, and I began building the walls around this church to fortify our new base of operations to retake Heimer. So once the walls were done, we claimed the church, made it a town claim, called it the Citadel. Now the Citadel would be the only holding in the future later history of Kabechazzaar. But the day after the town claim was made and the walls were made for Citadel, a player by the name of Blaze Rommel had came in to the new fort and had told about the fort to the Frost Marchian government. Specifically the player Fraz says. Now, Heimer didn't like me, but some citizens did. So with this fortification, multiple citizens of Heimer actually joined me. We had two influential, as already said earlier, Plague Eagle, and then we had gotten Tombstone at the time. Tombstone got tired of the role under MCAT's 8, the betrayer, of me, the new leader of Heimer. So Tombstone had actually acted as a spy in a way. Then came the Frost Marchian government. They charged towards the fort. As seen images here, we have Fraz and some Frost Marchian people, including Blaze himself, having my Minecraft head on their heads at the time over old church citadel, and actually, after we ran away from Citadel to Nomadic Village, they kept running towards us. We died a lot. So what we did, we went southward, all the way to the world border, where they eventually stopped following us. Surprisingly, we actually went to the capital, I believe, of Frostmarch. They followed us, showed them some pictures, doing the gritty, blah blah blah. But then, yeah, siege done. Technically not a siege, more of a raid. There's a difference from sieges and raids and Stoneworks. You have the conflict, the Heimer Frostmarchian. At the time, we called ourselves, and I believe the Manlinians called us, the Kaiserite Heimerians. This was before the naming of Kabechazzaar and the flag. At the time, we had the German Empire flag, as it is my Minecraft faced, and it technically is on the new Kabechazzaar flag. So, once the raid on Nomadic Village occurred, we started to build huge 64 block tall deep slate walls. That's what we did. So they couldn't get into the city. Try to fortify. We knew they were going to come back, so we also fortified Citadel. Very good. We went more into a bunker type thing. Citadel is more known as a bunker than a upward fort, and that's really how we won a lot on the defensive. We let them go in a little bit into the fort, closed doors, killed the one guy that came in. Blah blah blah. There you go. And yeah, just won a lot of raids that way against us. Though the Hymerians, the Banalinians, MCAT's 8's team, were not very good to fight against. They're not strong. They have that much power against us compared to the more veteran Frostmarch players. Frostmarch existed for about 3 years in Stoneworks, and Stoneworks at the time was 3 years old. It was 2023 at the time, and there you go. Yeah. Very hard to fight against those Frostmarchians, but we did do a counterattack on Heimer. Surprisingly, they got rid of the inner circle wall. It's weird. A part of it. They should have never done that. It's very historical. They got rid of the keep, though. Getting rid of the keep in the middle of the Heimer was the idea. But yes, we went back. Did some raiding at nighttime, so the Hymerians went back. The Frostmarchians weren't there either. There's only what, one guy we killed. Tried burning. So Newheimer is the city they tried building next to Citadel. Horrid. Looks like, if you look here, compared to Timer, it does not look like Heimer. It looks too modern. Let's see. So with the thing getting done, we eventually had gotten another player by the name of Communist Ghost. Not at the time, I believe he was named Modern Ghost. And so we had the idea, let's start a nation. So what Modern Ghost and I had done was we had made a flag, which is the flag shown on the screen right now. And we also had a name. Well, actually, a lot of people had brought in up names. There's random names out of nowhere. And then came Kabechazzaar. I even had a hard time saying at the start. Eventually, I got used to understanding what it meant. Kabechazzaar was actually named by Modern Ghost. He actually helped build the flag and everything. We had made the government as well. We chose, rather than a democratic government of the past where elections could destroy the nation and the city we own, like in Heimer, the first Heimer election being stolen by fake giving him money. So we made it imperial, an imperial government. We called it Imperial Bees, where they pledge allegiance to their emperor. We called it the Kabechazzaar Imperium. Well, sorry guys for not showing any video gameplay. At the time, I did not record any of the gameplay. I only have screenshots. I actually had never thought making a YouTube video about the foundation of Kabechazzaar for quite a while. That foundation idea had occurred months after Kabechazzaar formed. So sorry for the sloppy quality. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. And remember, Viva Kabechazzaar.